At Thanksgiving dinner, my mother said, "He's a thief just like his dad." My brother said, "Don't let him in the kitchen, something will go missing." I said nothing. But before we ate, my son put his phone on the table and said, "I recorded them in the garage. They took your ring fixing." Thanksgiving dinner had just begun when my mother turned to the table, folded her napkin with that slow, icy grace she always had, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "He's a thief, just like his dad." I froze. My son, Kellen, was sitting beside me, 8 years old, hands folded politely in his lap. He looked up at me, confused. My mother didn't look at me when she said it. She looked across the table toward my brother, Dorian, like I was a ghost in the room. Dorian, sitting with his tie loosened and a glass of wine in his hand, smirked. "Better keep him out of the kitchen," he said. "Something's bound to go missing." Nobody laughed, not even Dorian's wife, who shifted uncomfortably in her seat. My father, quiet as always, cleared his throat and looked down at his plate. No one defended me. No one said, "That's too far," or "Don't speak like that in front of a child." They just sat there. Let it hang in the air like stale smoke. I didn't say a word, not because I didn't want to, but because I had been here before. Not just in this house at this table, but in this exact moment, blamed, accused, humiliated. Ever since my ex-husband was sent to prison 5 years ago for fraud, my family had treated me like I shared his guilt, like betrayal was something passed down, like genetics. I had walked away from all of them back then. I had spent years rebuilding my life. I came back this year for one reason, my son. Kellen didn't fully understand the history. He just knew we hadn't come for Thanksgiving in a long time. He missed his grandfather. He wanted to be part of the family again. I told myself maybe things had changed. Maybe if I showed up with grace, if I stayed calm and quiet, I could prove something to them.